Thank you, Mr. President. As you've said, what we have been witnessing is truly mass devastation. And whether we are talking about Sylmar to the Palisades to Altadena, it's important to know that we're talking about neighborhoods of people who, in many cases, I think about Altadena, these homes have been in these families for generations. And in many of these homes, it is a multi-generational family that lives there. Also, understand that in a lot of these neighborhoods, the folks who live there also work in that neighborhood, which means they've lost their home and their livelihood. So the devastation that we are looking at is multi-generational and is going to linger for quite some time, and the work under the President's leadership that we are doing through the federal government to provide aid in every way to the governor, to the mayor, to local police and fire is critically important, and we are doing it with a sense of urgency. I also would mention that not only are firefighters out there working around the clock, some of whom, sadly more than a few, who have lost their own homes in the fire, but so too with LAPD police officers who are working around the clock, and there are at least a dozen who have also lost their own homes to the fire. So there is a real human story that is associated with the mass devastation that we are seeing, and everything that we can do to support, we will do. Also understanding there are moments where we should find optimism in the heroism of people who are taking in strangers, taking in friends, providing shelter to evacuees, people looking out for each other, regardless of where they come from or who they voted for. They're looking out for each other and showing the best of the American spirit in a moment of crisis.